matter what I do, I still can't get any sound. So I suggest we stop doing rando stuff for now. Also, I'm sorry about all the pings in the Discord that must be happening. Is it bad? Oh, it's pretty bad. Right, in which case, what do we want to do? You guys will get to have your own music on. Sing for us for the remainder. We can do some spirit tracks coding maybe. Or we could do more Terraria. Also doesn't work. No, I mean like you would play your own music on your own computers while I'm streaming, and then you get background music. I just don't. Well, I guess I would get background music, but you guys wouldn't get the same music. I think yes. Let's do some programming. I can't think of what else to do. Oops, I opened the wrong thing. OBS does not want to work. And I don't know why. And I don't know how to fix it. I think my capture card has maybe broken everything, but I don't know why it would do that. I don't know. I'm having a sadness. I'm having a sadness. Well, that's very disappointing. I'm so disappointed. I hope it's not too depressing. Right then. I want spirit tracks, please. I gave it a good effort. I did, but like, good effort isn't enough. At least I'll be able to hear, even if you won't be able to hear. Oh, I can't hear either because Steffans was thingy-majig. That's okay. Neither of us will hear. I will be silent together. Okay, so last night, I was having a look at this, and I was making some dynamic flags with the rabbit net and also the stamp book. So basically, when you're there at Rabbit Haven, is it this one? No, I don't remember which slot it was. 7? Yeah. So when you're at Rabbit Haven, you talk to the guy. Well, thank you. Oh my god, are you okay, dude? You talk to the guy, and he gives you a rabbit net for free. The rabbit net item, however, is the same flag as the is the same flag as the item, as like getting it and the item are the same thing. You can't, like this one here that gives the net is both an adventure flag and an item, which is a shame. So that means that we need to turn off the flag regardless of if you have the rabbit net or not. When you enter the rabbit haven, if you have not got the location, we need to turn it off, which is what this is, so that he'll tell you. But then if you do have the location and you get there, then we want it on, but only if you also have the item, I think. So if you have the location, but you also if you have the location, but you also like even if you don't have the net though, you still want the game to assume you have the net when you enter the scene, so that you can talk to him about other stuff, as long as you have that location. So then I did it, I think, so that when you leave, when you're on the train, if you have been given the rabbit net, regardless of whether you've got the location or not, then you set it to true. Maybe I think we need to copy this and if you don't have it, then unset the bit, and we'll just make this for wherever. So if I first I talk to you in the adventure factory fails, and afterwards it should always be true. Yes, but because it's also the item itself, when you then go back on the train, you should only have that flag if you have the item. It's a confusing one. So when you're in the rabbit haven, if you don't have the location, don't have the bit. If you do have the location, do have the bit. And then when you leave, if you don't have the item, don't have the bit. If you do have the item, do have the bit. I think that works. So it was a confusion last night. And we have a similar thing here with the stamp station and the stamp book, I mean. Because what's his face? Where are you, old what's it face? I think I went in here. Nico in vanilla will give you the stamp book when you bring Alfonso to the station. Now, I can make Alfonso go to Castletown, which is this address here, and this one here just gives him to the station. Sorry for missing the first 2 streams of today. Oh, Rick. Oh, it's all gone wrong, Rick. Hello. Rick, none of my sound has been captured. Desktop audio, game audio, nothing. Like, everything's fine as far as I can see. And I can hear it all, but for some reason, absolutely none of it is being captured, and I have no idea why, and I couldn't get it to fix, and it's too much for me, so I pivoted. I checked for updates. Like, I think my OBS did update from my crappy capture card. I think that's so yeah, I've had to pivot, and I'm also just having a moment. I don't think OBS updated when I opened it this morning, but or this afternoon. Anyway, yeah, so Alfonso, we want Alfonso to go to the station when you have the snow glyph and the forest glyph, which, by the way, also the snow glyph spawns demon trains, so I might be able to change that. I'm not sure. So, if you don't have the book, if you haven't talked to Nico, and well, if you, regardless of if you have the book or not, you want to do basing now? Meh, it'll be fine. When I merge, I'll just choose bits to keep a word out. So regardless of if you have the stamp book or not, if you don't have this location of talking to Nico, then but you have the snow glyph and the forest glyph, then you want to move Alfonso to the station to then take him here. Taking him here will then update this flag. It also and has this as well, and I'm not quite sure what this is exactly, but some things work with him on the station and other things don't. So then if you're here and you have got that location from Nico, then you don't want him to be at the station. Otherwise, he will always be at the station. As long as you don't have that check. And we don't want him to always be there. We want him to be there until you do the check. So that's that bit. But now you get here and you get into Nico's house. If you don't have the stamp book check, then you need to like yoink, not have the stamp book anymore, so you can get the check. Bearing in mind that the check also requires this bit here to be true. The boarding trade at Castletown. I don't quite know what this bit is. It's a bit confusing, but this one here needs to be true to also get the check, but you get the bit being true if you pick up Alfonso from the Castletown station. So I think that works. And then as you leave, it will give it back to you if it should give you it. If you have done the location, actually, do you need to? Do we need to have that you have the location and you have the item, or just that you have the item? I don't want this to be running all the time, I suppose. If you went in there but you don't have the thing, but you do have the stamp book. I think we want to get rid of that. I just have it on item. Okay, this song statues and songs and stuff I've still not figured out. Okay. I think this works. You have the stamp book, then you need to not have the stamp book anymore? No. You need if you have the stamp book, then in order to get the stamp book check, you need to temporarily not have the stamp book. He doesn't take it. He gives you it, but he can't give you it if you've already got it. But but you need to receive it separately from the AP client to actually have it. So that's the only problem here. If you... Well, this will only do anything if you had the stamp book. It only gives you something, so you need to trick the game. Yes. So you need to be like, when you enter here, you need to pretend to not have the stamp book. So that he'll be like, oh my god, what a lovely stamp book. Or no, it'll be like, oh my god, you're going trains? You wanna get some stamps for me? And then we go, yes. And then he gives me the check. That's the hope. That's the hope. Yeah. Receive stamp book. It requires forest glyph, but it does also require snow glyph, because we've decided to need the snow glyph for Alfonso to spawn. I want to collect some stamps. I went through everything, and anything that actually has treasure made item group, so we'll just choose a random treasure from the uncommon treasures. Yeah, okay. Okay. Regions, I think, is right. We've got stamp book here, and I also added a couple at trading post. Can you change it so the game doesn't check for the stamp book, but rather whether the location check has been... Game doesn't check for the stamp, but rather whether... Yeah. Yeah. I have to do that my end, which is what I'm kind of doing, my end. Okay. So we need to do logic. I need to add logic in. I don't need coordinates for all of these. A lot of them are fine. I might need an address for this though, or coordinates, because it tends to need one or the other. We'll see if it generates or not. It might not generate, because it might be like, girl, you need coordinates or an address. Which I can do, but it's also the same thing as the... I don't want it to activate when you get the stamp book. So it does indeed need either. Okay, well, I'll just add some coordinates then, because I don't want to do it. I don't want it to be wrong. I like how tests have just become like all of my things, unless it's a dummy item. It's not a dummy item, so we'll just add some coordinates around old Nico. That'll do. I mean, they're big coordinates, but I don't really care. he needs to exist. That we need to have some coordinates, so we may as well make it a large catchment range. Yeah, I could make it the entire room if I wanted, but that's fine. 1, 2, 1, 5, 6. Yeah. No one's gonna need the entire length of this. 2, 2, 9, 3, 8. Yeah. It is like pretty much the entire room, isn't it? It doesn't matter. 2, 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. Okay. There we go. It's crazy how much coordinates change in this game. So that should work now. That one's got an address, so that's fine. Now the other location I wanted to check then with this is the trading post. Did I give them all? That one has an address. That has coordinates. That has coordinates. This doesn't. It's far more than 11 pixels. It's kind of wild, isn't it? This one does actually kind of have an address, I think. I'm pretty sure it's this one here, but it also... It's an adventure flag rather than anything else. If I go to my... I have a state for adventure flags. That happens to be here anyway. And, yeah. Because I was going through everything. It's pretty much vanilla. And writing down what flag it changed. It was painful. We need 5, 2. I don't have 5, 2 here. That's okay. Bonk. 5, 2. This is ring. So this is 1, 0 right now. If I poke this to be 0, 0. And then I run out of here. Because I've already done all the other ring stuff, I don't think it changes anything. But if I now poke it again to be, oh dear, he's jumping. No. Wait, was it 0, 1 or 1, 0? It was 1, 0. I'm a fool. No, I don't know what 0, 1 is. Let me try that again. Oh. All I know is that it changed once I picked up the ring. So I think we can probably use this as a flag. If anything goes wrong, then whoops. If anything goes wrong, I'll do that. I'll fix it another time. Right, 2, 6, 5. I want to use flags as much as possible though, because I think it will have less room for error. Look at several hour debugging session. Nah. Okay, so we also, I do need to change also what constants. That's not constants. You lied to me. Did it? Or did I lie to myself? There's some starting flags that I need to do. Oh, and some stage flags apparently as well. That's okay. We need Rabbit Haven. I don't quite understand this this lot of flags. I don't think they're actually used anywhere. So it feels a bit weird, but there we are. Why would that be 2-8 and that 3-8? The Spiral Castles. Rabbit Haven. Rabbit. 3E. Yeah, I don't think these are needed, but I want to put them in just in case they are needed. Trading post 3-7. The same here as well then. So this one's 3E. And yes, I'm actually doing things. I thought I changed you to be the right version. 3-7. And now I'm worried that this is out of date. I don't think it is. Why would it not change there, but it would change everywhere else? I changed everything to wooded. Oh, you know what? That wasn't this one. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It would happen when I merged anyway. Okay. We don't need any more keys yet. We're just doing. This is just the forest section anyway. Location groups. I can add to this though. So this is Rabbit Haven. And I need trading post. I also need to add some more to outset. This is very haphazard, but you know what? It will be fine. But would it be worth making a comment somewhere that basically goes, this seems dodgy in case of bug, check this bit of code? Okay, fine. Fine, stop being sensible, honestly. There we go. There you go. I generally wait too long that merge. What? That's not fair. But wait, no, I do want conflicts. You write note, PyCharm will highlight it. It's fine. I probably won't need the note. Rabbit Haven. What did... Can you please come over here? Honestly. Rabbit Haven, net gift. And chest. Trading post. You not want to merge conflicts. Oh. Well, no, but you choose the what conflict to keep, no? That was always worked before, I thought. Okay. There's no new ones for the forest temple. I haven't changed the forest temple, like added any locations there. I haven't added any locations here or here. Yes, I need to do mini games at some point. Temple of Spirits, that might be out of date. Oh, it's very out of date. This also seems to not do anything though, so I don't know. There's quite a lot in this that just doesn't seem to really do a lot. Oh, that's because it's the wrong one. Okay, no, that one is up to date then. Kind of. Not quite. We're one short. Whirlwind. Yeah. Raised first floor. Okay. Viral Castle. I don't think there's any new ones there because I haven't done the old training minigame. These ones, there's nothing new here. And then there's just some outset ones. Stamp station. Tree 1. Tree 2. I need to test some of this at some point soon. But I'll have to merge it for testing, unfortunately, because of the way I've done it. Yeah. Okay. That's all fine. Everything else is fine, I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, I wanted some more starting flags. Okay. Now I've got some more addresses. Yeah, we could do this. Right, let's start at the top. I've got more addresses now. Wow. We don't want any of those. We can do about the lost words, but whatever. We don't really need to. 16. Nothing new there. 17, I do want that 4. Yep, we've got that. I got the other one. So you do start with the engineer certificate. It says when you made a change to the same line of section and you try merging. Well, you just choose, I think, what one you want to keep, no? 18. Spawn, first phantom. Okay. 19. First time in Lost Woods. I think if we set that, then we won't have the bad stuff. But then sometimes when you go there now, it tells you things, and other times it doesn't. It's very weird. Oh, it's already on. It's on 6. It's odd. 4 and 2. Oh, I don't have the big key text. That's why. Instead of. Why would I have the big key? Whatever. Oh, I've added big key text to that one, but not to this one. Okay, and so this is first time and also okay. Right. I think I do want this to be 6 then. Having moment. You actually have to merge them. Yeah. I've done that before. Multiple times. I actually want 7 then. I think. Because I think we want all of these big key tests and this map as well. So 7 and 4. Because no one needs to look at a map and then be like, oh, look, there's a map. No one cares, Zelda. A lot of this is just getting rid of Zelda's yapping. She yaps a lot and we don't need it. Now this one. About receiving the letter and the door opens. Let me test this. Load. 7? No. Load. The named one. If I go through... There's more to Rick than to me. Okay, fair enough then. Wait, no, I should go onto the train. Just move at all. Actually, I don't think I even need to move. By now. Where's it gone? Lost it. This one. Do 1B. 1B is on 1-3. If I make this 0-3. Back out. I can detect changes in the wrong places. Oh. Well, it will be what it will be. Right, is the door closed? Yes. Okay, so this is definitely then the door opening and closing. I think we probably want to start with it open. Bonk. Because this is when he's like, oh, you want to find the ring for me? I've got this here thing that tells you, treasure map that tells you from my great-grandfather. Okay, Eddie, what else do we want? The Anuki puzzle. You've got to do the Anuki puzzle, but we're not getting to a lot of this stuff. It's fine. We don't need to think. Do we want? I feel like we want to skip all the first conversations. I don't think we need conversations. You know. Let's skip conversations. away. So we want... Yeah, we probably do want C actually. That's more snow realm stuff. Doesn't not make sense. Well, Alfonso boards train at Castletown. We don't want that. We don't want. We can possibly skip the cutscene for finishing the dungeon. I don't want to do the dungeon again. Hold. If I load 3 and I pause it immediately, it's this one. 2, 6, 4. So if I make this one 7, it might have a small poopy. Oh, it doesn't like that, does it? Okay. We need to keep the cutscene. We can't get rid of the cutscene. Right. Yep, the cutscene will stay. You're just gonna have to press enter on that one. Forest Temple, big key. No one wants to hear about her more yapping from Zelda, so yep, that's good. Ready to start forest training. I'll also, we can make that go as well. 2A. I've got 08. Yeah. I'm not quite sure about this bit here. I think if you take that away, it might not like it. Wait, I should go the other way. Hold on. No, I don't want this one. I want this one. Ding 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 ding. You want to hear me yap about STAP? Yap 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 yap. No Zelda yapping. Yeah, this one is a weird one. The old Angine section complete. Where did it go? This one. 2B. I haven't got 2B on here. Hold. Angine. Right, okay. So this is 00 right now. What happens if I talk to her now? Hello, Angine. Blah 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 blah. Oh, that's a 4-0. Oh, hold on. New address. A new flag found. If I make this one not a second, and now I make it 2-0. Oh wait, no, I want to make it 4-0. I press 2-0 again. 4-0. You do the classic Link picking up an item for the adventure flag. Do 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 do. Can I just leave now? Oh. Okay. We'll add that one in then, because we don't want her yapping. But I think we might also want 4-2, or 2-0, sorry. So if I go out here and I go 6-2, let's see what she says then. 6-0. Hello, Anjine. Also works. Okay. We'll go for... Oh, it changed it. Wait, it changed it back to 4-0. That's odd. I guess we'll have 4-0 then. Emote idea. Go on. 4-0. Getting a red panda, standing up with its paws in the air with the da 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 da. I like that. Cute. Like that, but I guess it's... Or like in a Skyward Sword, he does a one-handed. But I don't know what you would... What item would it have, though? Linebeck accepts treasure and news ring. I think we also want that then. Let me check. 5-0, honestly. Football. I'm assuming that it's on right now. 3-0 right now. Yeah, okay. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. As well as an emote goes. Oh gosh. Yeah, wait, hold on. It goes 56 is the middle one. Might be 32 then, the smallest. You go 112, 56 by 56, and then I think it's 32 by 32 is the smallest. If I'm right. So if I then change this to 2-0. 28 by 28. Yeah, you're probably right then. Yeah, because it's double each time, I guess. So he should not let me give him treasure right now. He's let me give him treasure. Well... Oh no, shut up, Linebeck. No one cares. Sorry, that was a bit mean. Store Forest Path TOS cutscene. Let's check that one as well with 3. Because there are 2 cutscenes that play, and I might be able to skip one but not the other. Okay. This is cutscene 1 that it didn't like me skipping. Let's skip cutscene 2. No, this is the cutscene. Okay, well. Doesn't skip this either. It doesn't actually seem to do anything. Okay. Let's make that a blue. It's also one of 100. 96, 96, and 100 by 100. That's a bit weird. Lineback talks to bridge worker. I need to figure out what combination of flags. What flag means that you can sell things to Lineback. What combination? I assume it's one thing that will start it, but it clearly wasn't the one that we tried before. This one here. But I'm surprised it's not. But I think maybe it needs that and multiple others to actually let you have treasure, sell treasure. But to sell treasure, we also need to do this one here with like the bridge worker going to the station, like Alfonso. This would be an interesting one to see what happens. Make food go. Alright, I also quite need a wee. The bridge worker might not be super important. I basically... You need to be able to come here on a new file and be able to go in a cave immediately, and you also... Maybe you don't need to be able to sell treasures. Maybe... Well, right now, until I get the snow region done, the snow realm, I maybe do want the guy to just be there. And therefore just let you trade. Or you can maybe need the regal ring in order to trade. But it's not actually a location to trade yet, so... But seeing as it would actually change your treasure count, maybe that's enough. If I make this one here 4-7, we can test that. It might not like it from this though. I might need to do it another way. Ding a ding 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 ding. So 2C is F7 right now. Because yeah, okay, because where the flags are at. Hi, Big Cat. Hi, Smallella. So does that mean he's here and he's working on the bridge? He has worked on a bridge. This dude's a bit confusing. There's a lot around this trading post one. There's a lot of different memory values and it seems a bit difficult. We probably want to skip the first passenger tutorial, but... Ugh. Ah, wait. Yeah. Maybe I think I was transferred to the phone and then the TV. And so now I'm on the TV. I think that's usually what happens. We do want the text to go. We don't care about this text. 2E. 2E. 04. This is... There's a bunch of stuff, but this is... We decided you would need a cannon, and we'd keep it here instead of getting rid of the rock. Oh my god, 75-inch TV. Why? I feel like you just can't see the entire TV at that rate. Or you'd get like really bad eyesight. Require canon text. Well, we don't want this either. So that's a C. We'll see if that works or not. We'll deal with the anything in TOS in the TOS branch. We might want this first convo done as well. So this is 743. Jessica when Cat goes to full screen mode. Don't tempt me. Lost words. Oh yeah, we don't want this either because he has a go at you if you go in there. He's like, oh, you're back, and he also doesn't let you leave. I like being able to leave. So oh, the screen one doesn't even reach 75 centimeters. Oh no. So this got Regal Ring is also a weird one. The whole stuff with the training post, very odd. I might not bother with it right now. The door is open, which is where the checks actually are. I think that's the main thing. I might be able to stop the other trains, but I don't think I could. Oh, did I also skip this because I don't want that? Oh, yeah, first song section text. I don't even know if we need this. No one knows, but it's that. Let's try this one. So that normally there would be dark trains right by now, because I think it's as soon as you finish the forest temple, the dark trains come. So if I do 6A and I make dark trains 0, then when I leave, we'll see if we've got dark trains. But it was the cutscene to take the normal trains and put darkness in them, rather than just any other thing on the road. No, that hasn't worked. Let me add that this was a cutscene. So I don't know if I can stop the trains from being dark trains. Okay, I think this is fine for now. It's a shame we can't stop the other dark trains because you don't need cannon for it. It's just nice to have. Okay. Check if, what does this say? Still works with 0. What is that? 26? What's a 04? Well, I mean, the location probably works, but the cutscene sure did not, so, never mind. Okay, and then the last thing I need to do, I think, is logic. And then we can merge. But I need a wee, so I'll be back in a second. Thorough checking. Thank you. Also, when I was on Lou, I realised I don't need my headphones on because, well, I can't hear anything. You can't hear anything. What is this one bit of hair doing? Look at it. Freedom. I might be a bit quieter than usual, but I'll try not to be. Right, okay. So now we've got logic to add. And all the new locations to add. Like it says here. Bonk. Okay. Who am I? I know. What is this one bit of hair? Look, why is it separated from everything? Join the rest of my hair. Honestly, it's different every time I wash my hair. Every day, my hair changes. Right, we have stamp book, but we also... I think actually I do want this big. We need some other bits. Right, I've got stamp book in here randomly. Rocks, bees, stamp station, right tree. Right tree. Left tree. These have the same requirements. They just need the spirit flute and song of discovery. My keyboard autocorrected flavor. No. How could it? always press M instead of N, and I don't know why. Has Discovery Song State Player. Okay, this bit can join here as well. Okay. Stamp book done. Okay. Stamp station. Left wall chest. Right wall chest. Minigame roof. Ramp house. Empty house. Northwest chest to second floor. One for access. Cool. Tunnel block chest. And the other one. First floor chest. Raised chest. Whirlwind. Bomb wall. Rail map. Stamp station and whip chest, because I haven't figured out the blooming whip race ones yet. I'll get there eventually, but I like having small and often updates in a sense. It's just kind of more exciting for the people. For the people. Now these should all be the same. Okay. Switch chest. Oh, it's down here. That's fine. Enemy chest, poison chest, chestnut chest, southeast chest, chest. Now, rabbit haven. Oh, it's down here for some reason. Net chest. And I said it needs snow, forest, and cannon. What forest temple tracks even? As cannon. The rest of it you can just get, I'm pretty sure. And then trading post. We can't really do the stamp. Oh yeah, we can do stamp station, sorry. Trading stamp station? Trading post stamp station. Yeah. Naughty! Trading post chest. Which needs boomerang, discovery song, light song. We'll also need spirit flute. And ST underscore has spirit flute. Okay. The bombs and stamp book for the other one. Good. I think we might be ready to try a generation. A merge and a generation. We need to merge it first because I've got the item group stuff. Wish me luck. Let's commit first just in case. And push. Yes. Okay. Luck, I don't need luck. I feel like I need luck. Main. I want to... Other way around. Check out main. I want to merge this forest one. Okay. I want to choose which. There we go. Need lottery levels of luck? Not at all. So starting flags. All of the right ones. We didn't change any starting flags in the left ones. Stage flags. What's this 19? Let me see more. Wait, why is that different? Oh, it's wooded temple. Okay, yeah, wooded temple. You. Cat and I. You're not doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. We want outset wooded temple. These two on, please. Anything that says wooded, we want from that. Rare treasures, I want. But the rest of it, I also want from this one. But I will get rid of this. That's fine. And I will also get rid of this and the word items here. Before I do that one though, I need to double check. Location groups, outset, Tower of Spirits. How's this one different? Let me see. Oh, there's bars at the bottom. Okay, want that one. Wooded, yes. Rabbit Haven, get in there. The other one, wooded, wooded, wooded. Okay. Merge revisions. Locations. Merges non. Well, no, I still want to check what I'm taking. I want to check what I'm taking before I take it. Okay. I think. Just tried to find solutions to big async Google Sheet 100 user limit problem and got told I was overkill and found a lot. Oh well, I mean it all helps, Rick. People, if they're nice, then like. Oh right, yeah. It was overkill. Oh, well, I don't care. Like, if they're nice, I'll appreciate you trying anyway. Are the green ones the non-conflicting changes? I don't mind going through one by one. This item groups doesn't exist yet, but that's fine. Is that because it hasn't? Ah. There we go. Beauty was nice, but well, good. I think all of these changes are up to date. The only difference is some of the these ones. So we need the one for the tier. We need this one. That's a smaller. Is that small? No, that's what we want, yeah. Okay, delay pickup. We've made that work. Bomb wall chest, good. So clear that you're only going to use it, at least not for the current size. Just my workaround was creating multiple sheets that would then feed into one main sheet automatically. That is a bit wild, but I appreciate it. Wooded. What have you got? It's literally just a space. There you go. And it's big green rupee. That's fine then. Good. We'll change this to whirlwind to match. Get rid of that. We'll double check that there's no double whirlwind going on, but I doubt it. Otherwise, I think we would have seen. Can you go in? But we'll change this to wooded and WT. Yeah. Yeah. Blonk, blonk, blonk. It worked! Hell yeah. I love it when things work. I'm very happy for you. Another item is forest source. Okay. Can change that. It's kind of annoying that it does it in chunks, so I have to do this more manually, but there we are. Now you can go. All of you can go actually. Oh, that's fine. Yep, that works. And then you're in. Good. Apply. Is it just this one at the top? I think I need it. Like that. I just need the constants one. Okay, done. What's the other problem? I can't see any other problem. Can't be anything that bad. It takes several seconds to update would not have been a thing that killed it for world claiming and PK status updates. That's fine. Directing a bunch of people to several sheets depending on which game to claim though. Can only go well. I'm gonna have to scroll down myself just to see what it's chatting about that I've missed. Ah, here we are. Oh, okay, so there we go. Click to probably read the rules as is. I know, right? Why would I want Stardew Valley? How did that even get there? I mean, state works okay the rest of the time. What? How? What on earth? Okay. Okay. There shouldn't be too many ones that are too bad. Why did you have to put it in with everything else? Now I've got double of everything. Right, okay. I think this should be right because I updated this one more recently. Okay. The main difference, yeah, is that we needed some stuff to have swords and some to have damage. Okay. Is that the infection you were talking about earlier? Oh well. Why is it having a go at this one? But it isn't on that side. There's cannon. Deep player ocean. On trading post. Ah, I know. There we go. That's why. You ever find the difference? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, conflicts resolved. Good. Apply. Last one then. Rabbit Haven. Outset. Why is this on this one? And not on... Yeah, there you go. I guess I already started on the Power of Spirits update on this branch before I decided to do it on the other branch. Whoopsie. It's fine. Good. We are in Maine. Very nice. Yeah, I don't quite know why all these exist already. We're gonna have to check some of these as well. Also, since I had to add section 1, I do want to make sure that that's still a thing. Yes, okay. So we now need to generate from this and hope for the best. Oh no. Item groups of rare treasure. Ah, that might be because rare treasure items. Donk. That's okay. Oh. My YAML.
Esovspades just raided with 4 viewers.
Oh, I'm very sorry that Nightbot had a moment and got you. I got bug blasted. What is like tarot cards? Welcome in. I hope you're having a nice time. Oh my god, Nightbot's being a bit oversensitive. Sorry about that. I hope you had a nice stream. What's the bug blast about? Or is it because of coding? Are we blasting? Are we blasting bugs in our code? Also, there's no sound because OBS has decided not to work. Welcome in. I hope you had a nice stream and you enjoy your time here. I'm making Spirit Tracks. I'm the Spirit Tracks Archipelago dev person. Well, the main one anyway. And this you get a sneak peek at the upcoming forest realm locations. What's happening in my YAML then? On scenes? It's bug time, I think. Okay. I think they might have changed something. Oh, your theming is bugs. You are a bug. Your sonar is a moth. Moths are pretty, but also freak me out a little bit. You guided my raid? Oh, I'll raid here. Thank you very much. Oh, I should do... You know what? I should be a good streamer. There you go. We were going to do a rando today, and I started out, and then we had tech problems, so now we're doing this. But, yeah. Moths are cool. They're not my favourite. But they're cool. Like a big moth that's got some actual colour and stuff to it, very cool. The little closed moths can get out of it. I'm not a fan of that. So what were you up to in your stream? Why does it not like this? Build scene to dynamic flag. What? I guess we put a thing in here and see what happens. You would not get along with me? No. One of the regulars, and a friend of mine, he absolutely hates moths, and he will just like run if he sees a moth. Bless him. I feel so bad for him, especially when like people make fun of it. I hate it when people make fun of other people's fears. Like, just what are you doing? We love all moths, but they could be little creeps. Yeah, I did once have like a giant moth. I think I could hear like from under my bed head, and I could hear it was like wings flapping. It's the worst. You're reading tarot. I know nothing about tarot. I'm not a believer in the supernatural and the rest of it, but fair enough. And my code is the only thing I can code. I can't really code. I didn't make any of the base of this. I'm adding on to something someone else made who actually knew what was going on. Right then. Scene to dynamic flag. For flag name data in dynamic flags. Yeah, here's a flag. For scene in data on scenes. On scenes. Well, that should work, no? 120, that'll be that in hex, I guess. Data name equals flag name. Okay. If scene. I probably still could, but I need to look at syntax. I don't know HTML, but really. Cat and person in chat taught me some Python basics. Now I can understand what they're doing. Rick, I'm so proud of you. If scene is not in scene to dynamic flag. Well, nothing's in scene to dynamic flag. Person in chat. You need a better name, Ella, honestly. Well, I guess it's not in it because it's empty. Scene to dynamic flag scene equals, yeah, append the data. So okay, so it goes by the scene and then it. Okay. B-boy. That one adds okay. We now have two. We have this one. Wait, where's the other? Oh, it's the same scene, that's fine. That's why. Okay. This is a post outset children, and it's in the same scene again. Okay, now this is a new one. For data, for scene. Okay, so this is a new scene. We're in a new scene. You don't want to announce yourself. Data name is flag name. Flag name is allow RabbitNet read. Okay. If scene not in scene to dynamic flag, it's not. add it on. So now we've got a dictionary of 2. Here's 1. It needs to append it. We have 1 here. And then we also have 1 here. So where's this? Yeah, and the square brackets is right. So why is it now going wrong? Here, where it says... I went too fast. Okay. There's something's wrong with the... Does it need an on scene? That's why. But I could have sworn... Shush you. I could have sworn. Look, this doesn't have on scene because it's got the dynamic flag. I swear the reset flag has just not worked. Because these have been commented out and yet they work? I don't know. I think maybe... Carrot updated the build scene one and didn't update it for mine. Oh, hold on. Where's it gone? Not you. You. How a guess a turning on the sound on the TV. Okay. Well, that is ironic, isn't it? Well, I'm so sorry. I do hit the mic sometimes. I'm a big silly. Scene to for flag name data in dynamic flags.items for scene in data. So this is here instead. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Good one, brain. It's here instead. You did get mic booped again. This time it wasn't my boob though. So it's different at least. Equals flag name. And then for scene in data dot get. Okay, a lot of this is different. If I just copy this, then it should work. I think oh, whoops. I think Carrot updated some of the stuff, but not all of it for this. Okay. Let's try again. Probably just forgot to update the util, but did all the other ones when they updated the stuff. Oh, what now? Outset right tree. What about outset right tree? We had this before and I don't remember how we fixed it. Actually no missing comma this time. I have a comma on all of them. Ah, outset village. Where's it wrong though? It should be outset village, but where is it actually doing it wrong? In it somewhere. Region name should be outside. Oh, maybe because it's wrong in location actually. That'll be it. Village stamp station. Yeah, okay. What is it saying the logic as well for this one? I've lost logic. Logic. You have village. You do have village. Okay, I found the issue. Village. Village. Outset village. Okay. We go again. Oh, I've lost control. What do you mean I've lost control? TOS 1 floor chest. Yeah. Apparently we didn't commit to having the comma there. Honestly. Changed that. We added that comma in. And here we are. Okay, are we... I'm missing another blimmin' comma. My commas. Why? Python doesn't even need commas. Why is it crying at me all the time? Treasure dragon scale. Well, they're not next to each other here, so that makes me think that they're together in constants. Yeah. Oh, commas. Can't PyCharm just put the comma in for me? Honestly. Oh, this one wants it to be... Well, one of them's called Aura Scale, one of them's called Dragon Scale. What's the actual one called? Inventory flags. Actually, Dragon Scale. So, I guess it's in items. No, that one's Dragon Scale. Dragon... Where's it calling it as Aura Scale? I don't have two, do I? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oops. New. It's in both uncommon and common. How did that happen? How did you... Why have you got these? Get out of here. I think we've had a bit of a merge moment. Okay, these need to come out of here and into it. Let me just make sure that the treasures are alright. I'm gonna cover as valid Python. Yeah, it's valid Python. I'm not doing half of this in Python though, and therefore it should know. Naruto crown, dragon scale, pirate's necklace, because this is EU. I'm just doing what the game called it. Ancient coin, mystic jade, gore and amber, palace dish, alchemy stone, regal ring. Okay. We go again. Well merged, honestly. That wasn't my fault though. If I didn't come up with that, then... Well, okay. No, it probably is my fault. What's wrong with this item? Forest source. Does this not exist? I don't think it exists. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? Right, okay. Technically a force gem, but I might call it just one of these. I'll put it in here. Forest sauce. Didn't realise I literally hadn't made an item for it, to be honest. Before I forget the comma. Classification is progression. The address is 1410 14. Value is oopsie 10. That's that. Okay. Go again. We go again, boys. Okay. This is an annoying one. I don't remember how I fixed this before. It happened before and I don't remember how I fixed it. Small key. Wooded temple 1. Both the small keys. Unfilled location. Wooded temple dungeon reward. Wait. Oh. We need a dynamic flag for this. We need to get rid of the source if you're going into this place. I didn't realize this was another one. Okay. I totally didn't just hit the mic again. Okay. Excuse me. I'll put it in here. I'm just gonna copy paste this. On scene. Knox, please. 1E. 1E. If you don't have the location, Wooded Temple Dungeon Reward. Blanc. Is this one okay? Probably not. I think it needs some coordinates. Just to make it work. Annoyingly. It never mattered before because this would be you'd get the goal at this point anyway. Which is still true. Link, 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 link. Okay, let's add some coordinatos to this bad boy. Make it nice and large because there's no reason not to. -12452. -12452. Whoop. I don't want to include that though, just in case. 13862. 13862. Can't even see the thing. 875. That'll do. 28042. 28042. That is the most positive Z coordinates I've ever seen. That one's probably gonna work now. I don't think I need that to do. What did the other thing say? Oh, I needed the dynamic flag. That was it. I got distracted. Okay, on this scene, if you don't have this location, then randomly becomes 10 times bigger, the location will still work. I'm just being safe. If that is true, then what was I doing again? Oh, the thing with the forest source. That's it. So this 1410. Oh, well, there you go. Whoops. Reset. It's going to be also comma, thank you. We're gonna call it reset Stagnox reward. I like how some of this is nice and punctuated and, you know, capitalized, and other ones are just absolutely not. Thank you, auto. Now, if you do have has locations and if you have item the forest source then set well, no. Wait, maybe I want it on. Wait, no, I don't want the location, I think. Maybe that works. I think that works. I'm so scared. Oh god, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anything will work or not. Well, no. Apparently. This didn't help. That's a shame. I suppose it doesn't know, but that's okay. I fixed a problem that would have come up later, but not the problem that's here now. Unfilled locations with the temple dungeon world. Why? I mean, the logic works, I think. Go away, Phil. Generate. Like, you need to do this. A sword has whirlwind. Has 2 small keys. And you also need everything. You have to have the forest temple tracks. This is all true. And you also have to have the forest glyph to get to the forest realm at all. That's true. I can require a sword here as well, but I don't think it will make a difference. I mean, this always made before. We'll need it for both these. I think we're going to have to do a debug, unfortunately. Another item. Okay. Want some help? Let me have a go first in here. Fill dungeon items. Is this one that's not working? So pre-fill dungeon items. Key sanity is off. Dungeon items can only be put inside local dungeon locations, and there are not so many of those, which makes them pretty crowded. This usually ends up with generator not having anywhere to place a few small keys makes it unbeatable to circumvent this. We perform a restricted pre-fill here, placing only those dungeon items for anything else. A list of all dungeon items that need to be placed restrictively. Only filter the ones for the dungeon we are currently processing. What actually is the YAML? Welcome back. What have I got the keys on? In own dungeon I've got keys on. Might not actually be up to date. We've got different goals. Yeah. Oh, seems up to date. Unmuting TV was more difficult. Well, there you go. I mean, I feel that. Okay, let's chuck it in. Chuck a breakpoint in and see what's going on. It wasn't set to mute, and yet it was muted. Oh no. Okay. Or dungeon name in dungeon names. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna dungeon. Well, I do know where that is, and that is I know it's in Constance. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, I've not really changed it. Dungeon name in dungeon names. Altar TS, Tower Spirits, and Water Temple. Good. Print pre-filling dungeon name for dungeon location names. Name of location. If dungeon in location. And that. Okay, so we go through all of these. Where are all the rest of the dungeon locations? Are they? Dungeon Wooded Temple. Dungeon Wooded Temple. That's odd. That's very odd. Where are the rest of the dungeon names? We might have to go back round again. I assumed it was going to add them all, but it doesn't. If dungeon in location dungeon equals dungeon name. Oh wait, no, we're fine. We're just in tunnel to TOS. Okay, calm down, everyone. Such a mute. Well, that's odd. Okay, so now dungeon name is Tower of Spirits. Tower of Spirits. Print dungeon names. And this has all the... Yes. Go. Next. Wooded Temple. Okay. Why is dungeon name to be changed to dung name? I think just to... Because this is dung name and this is dungeon name. Just because they're two different... They're two different... What's the word? It's not value. I can't think of it. But they're two different things, but with the same sort of name, so they're just slightly different named. No, they're not typos. Name, so they all need to be Wooded Temple. I mean, I can click through this a lot until we get to, you know, we're at Hyrule Castle right now. Tunnel, tier, more TOS stuff, May Score, Forest Sanctuary, Wooded Temple Stamp Station, and the first floor enemy chest. Is it adding any? Go. By John, please, I can't see. It should be adding to dungeon location names. It should be adding all of the dungeon ones right now, I think. Variables, thank you. Why is it not? Like, this name should now be going in here. Because it has Wooded Temple in it. Wooded Temple, Wooded Temple. Is it precisely the same? Let's carry on. Okay, yes, we do have all the Wooded Temple things, including first floor key. Make sure we've got all of them. Wooded Temple Stamp Station, enemy chest, key, switch, chest, second floor enemy chest, poison chest, chestnut chest, southeast chest, boss heart container, dungeon reward. Yes, that's all right. So then we go through these again and add to dungeon locations. I can't see anymore what the dungeon locations are. So it's not getting past this point. Let's try breakpoint after this. Oh wait, no, this is... Okay, that's fine. More key, wait. Well, item, dungeon name, wooded temple. The dungeon we're currently processing. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. And we're now looking at Tower of Spirits. Wooded Temple. Here we are. We're looking at Wooded Temple, and we see, oh, there's a small key. So confined dungeon items gets added on, or it should do. Bonk. Why would it not, though? Why would it not? Because it says Forest Temple. Is it Small Key Forest Temple? And I haven't done it right. Where's the keys gone? I've lost my keys. No, it is Wooded Temple there. Is it Wooded Temple here? Wooded Temple here. That ends with the dungeon name. But it does. The same way as the other ones did. I mean, it's the same. Tunnel to TOS. Wooded Temple. Dungeon name is Wooded Temple. Layer 1 only part of the representation. Layer 1 is not a name, there's just... It shouldn't be part, like, the name of the item. Why would the item be called Player 1? Tell me it's not just because of this being wrongly indented. It might well be because of that being wrongly indented. But I don't think it would be. Because it's before it's even got to this point. Why would it only happen now when it happened before? Like, it generated fine until I added these new locations and things. Okay, so we have both in the confined dungeon items. It's really weird that it puts player 1 at the end of this and not at the end of the other one. If the length of the is equal, continue, that's fine. For item in confined dungeon items, previous item removed, so this might be where it goes wrong. This logic in newly added locations, they're too restrictive. They shouldn't be. find dungeon items still 2. And then it goes immediately into this error once it's done all the fill restrictive. And this is because this is pre-fill, I think, is probably what's going wrong here. So it's before all the rest of the locations are added anyway. Any ideas, Charlotte? Many? Is there really many things wrong? I thought it would be one thing that's wrong. Many ideas what could be wrong. It's just so weird that the new locations would change this when this worked before. Like, none of this is new stuff. None of it. Unplaced item. What? But why have they got this player 1? Comment out the new locations. There's quite a few of them, but okay. This one's a new one. These are new ones. We only care about Wooden Temple. There are no new ones in Wooden Temple. That's what I thought, but I haven't added any here. I changed some coordinates. You can now comment them out one by one. Woof! 5 by 5. Yeah, you do like a binary search, right? You would uncomment half of them, and if it still like happened, the bug still happened, then you'd know it was in the other half, or like in the other half that you didn't comment out, and then you would half that again. I don't really understand Skyrim mod debugging because I've never done that either. This little key. Which chest? Yeah, none of these are new. We have new vanilla items. None of them are new. Works at all. They've already been placed in the winter, whereas 2 items need to be placed in the first 2 available locations. I mean, it's kind of complaining about the keys. Items have already been placed in Wooded Temple, whereas 2 items need to be placed in the first 2 available locations. We have no keys empty. The YAML is own dungeon. Small key can't go in the one location. It must be due to another item being the small key location. What is the logic in Wooded Temple? Where's my logic? It's fairly complicated. To get in, you need to have the forest temple tracks and forest glyph, and then past that, it's a bit random. But you need damage to get to the first key. To get to the second key, which is this chestnut chest, you need quite a few things, including one small key. I can't believe it. I'm livid. How did that happen? That's very naughty of it. Alright, thank you. I'm assuming it will just work now. Oh. No. Of course not. All locations and place both keys. Could you check the remainder? I did just have a look at these three. And they're right, because you need 2 for these two, you need 2 for this one. You just need the 1 for the chestnut chest, but the first floor key doesn't need anything. You don't need any until that point. How many locations are available without any keys that does not have a forced item in it? Does not have a forced item. I think any of these have checked, double check for forced items. No. Boss key chest is commented out because it didn't trigger, and also the key itself, the boss key, we can't give or take at the moment. We haven't found out how to give or take a boss key because it's like a separate thing that he holds above his head. So yeah, we've not figured out boss keys, so that's just there for now. So you could do stamp book and whirlwind for a treasure. You can do the enemy chest. I think that's just a big green rupee. The key is a key. The second floor enemy chest is that's the whirlwind. Vanilla. What is logic for line 87 to 89? Oh, yeah. Well, if you have damage, then you can do these 3. These all come off of this chest essentially. If you can get this chest, then you can get to these. Come from chest, like like the other 2 chests. Here's the first floor enemy chest, and you have to go up these stairs to get to the other 2. You can only get to them via those stairs, because that's these stairs here. So I was like, but the door downstairs, this door only opens if you can defeat the enemies once you defeated the enemies anyway. So essentially you need to have defeated these enemies to have access to these 3 checks. You need both Wooded Temple and Wooded Temple 1 floor enemy chest, or is the code smart enough for that? No, this is like the overall region. This is like the first region, and then to the second region. 2 requires 1, and 3 requires 2. 3 also requires 1. Yeah. You're basically like, yeah, just saying this needs this place to get to this place. Yeah. You can either go from the start to this place, or you need to go to this place, then get to this place, or yeah, or there's several up here and you need to get to this one first, which is what's happening here. But there's no chest on the opposite side, so I had no reason to do it on the opposite side. Hence the like gross logic stuff that's happening here. Change requirements for 2 of those locations to be nothing. Just any of them. This one's already none. But if I make this one none, then it would give access to this one. Yeah, so this doesn't work either. With the same error message. And because it has damage, it's not actually in locations. That one. The first floor enemy chest doesn't have any requirements. Things that literally cannot reach anything in Wooded Temple. Is that what it is? As temple tracks. Forest. Let me check this then. Forest space temple tracks. Okay. That should be right, because it was always right before. Why would it suddenly not be right now? Remove that requirement for now. I can do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what I should have done. But then where is it? Oh, here. Naughty. Okay. Oh wait, hold on, I haven't checked this one. Stop. Need this as well. Wooded. Wooded temple tracks. I don't think there's any other mentions of it. Weird it didn't come up in the old refactor. And this is glyph, so that's fine. Okay. Oh. Right, well, it's a new error. Forest, true enough. Okay, these three have. These are all new. These are all the new locations. It's just straight up all of them except 2 in Outset. It is much further, but Like the far right and the house tree have done right. Could not access receive stamp book. Okay. Snow glyph. Oh, we have the glyph one. Something glyph. I might not have put snow glyph anywhere in the locations. Let me check this. Yeah, okay, that's that then. And they all require snow glyph. Actually, these two don't require snow glyph. That's fine. Relocation requirements out? No, I don't think so. Basically just somewhere I need to. It literally doesn't matter where. I just need to have item override somewhere, just to make sure that snow glyph actually gets into the pool. The trading post one needs forest source, which might not be in here. Yeah, okay. Wait, no. Where's logic gone? That needs snow glyph. Trading post needs ocean glyph. I thought it needed a different one. Okay. And I've missed a comma somewhere. That's fine. Here we go, we could put it here. Doesn't really matter. A lot of this won't matter so much once all the locations are in. This is ocean glyph. Okay. I've missed a comma. Oop. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, okay. Now we get the fun of testing. There's going to be quite a few things that aren't going to work. Like, don't you worry. Don't you worry, child. You're very proud of me. Thank you. I needed some, I needed some help, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with a bit of help. Host. The one from today. Huzzah! Okay. I need to change this to run in background, and I also need to open up the Lua console scripts. That one. Go. 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 Emulation unpause. Slot name test. Okay. Zippy. But if it was starting to go back to basics, more often than not, a bug is in the place you take for granted to work. But that's like the entire code base. How do you know where to start? Like, yeah, back to basics. But like, there's everything. And I do check over them, but I guess I, don't check it up. But that's why I know that, like, debugging will fix these things, because we'll come across them. Okay. Unsetting bit. Good. No stamp book check. Good. He doesn't give me a stamp book. We wouldn't want that. Oh dear. That's not good. Does not have... Where's it gone? Here. As items. If not item, it does not have an item requirement. But it does have an item requirement, so why are you having a go at me? It has an item requirement. Look, it says has items. Some of my Excel sheets have bug out me, I'll be devastated. If has items. Yes. List of lists and not a list. Oh. Nested logic. Uh-oh, Rick. If has items, the counter is 0. What? Times the length of 0? What? For has item in items received. For I want item in enumerate has items. If item dot item is equal to items net. Did I do it wrong then? Is that what that means? List tuple string. Okay, I think if it's just one item then you just need an extra plonk plonk plonk. Like that, I think. I've got it up here. That's probably why I didn't complain about that one. Anywhere it says has items. Keep your eyes peeled, boys. Okay. Look, this list means I see. Okay, let's try that again. Back in, back in, back in. We haven't done anything, so you know. You're not supposed to be the same. Please, make a new one. Why does it not stop the old one now? The like restart button just doesn't actually restart, it just continues. It's really weird. Okay, so we should still not have him give me anything. Good. This is an async, so it can't be interrupted. Yeah, but it could before. Okay. Right. Let's do some bits. It does look okay, I think. Hello. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. I got a song of discovery. With a couple more locations in a Boda, it does actually help. Have some more things to do at the start. Not be BK'd immediately. Points as outset. It sure does. Do-do-do-do-do. A spirit flute, okay. I think it's this one. No. Do-do-do-do. Is it that one? I think it's that one. Yeah. Okay. It's nice that we get to immediately test the new ones. Oh. Okay. That's the new setting vanilla items. Oh, but that's because we only did it for the delay reset and we didn't do it for the other stuff. I remember now. Right, okay. I forgot. Okay, we'll do that another time. Right now, then, to make it work, I'm just going to go over this. And just... It's gonna come back. It feels like it wouldn't be that bad to do, but I guess it probably is. I believe I still have my just random treasure item. I do. There we go, it's dummy, so... I don't really care if there's a load of bad spaces. Oh, look at that. I finally learned how to do the thing. What times we can install that with me? No, expected it to be within 2 days. No, that's my own fault for forgetting that we didn't do it. Look at me learning how to do things quickly. Dancing later? Hell yeah. Good luck with work. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Rick. I hope you had a nice time. Enjoy your evening. It'll just take quite a bit of rewriting. Fair enough. I think this will work without... I think this will work without regenerating. Fingers crossed, because I think vanilla item is only done in the BizHawk side. Is he even then? It didn't. I pressed the stop button and it still didn't, and it just did it again. What's going on? Let me do a reset. We only did 2 checks, it's fine. I want to test properly. Do 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 do. It might not work. Yeah. Yay, post outset children is true. So I don't need to do it again, which is nice. I don't have to do those checks again. Doodly-doo, 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 doo-doo. If I help you much more with this game, I'll not be able to enjoy this game vanilla for the first time. Well, you better hurry up and play it then, hadn't you? Breaking? Not breaking. Okay. Yay. I got a sword. Okay. I'm kind of surprised myself that that didn't break. Can't lie. Wrong items are in the item. Oh, just try and take away the wrong thing. Okay. Now we can logically leave. I can't really remember. Oh, Alfonso's gone. How interesting. He doesn't need to be here. But that does worry me a little bit. Let me go to Castle Town. We'd have to go there anyway. Although actually with the sword you can go straight to Tower of Spirits. Goodbye, Alfonso. I don't miss him. I like how I have my computer going absolutely ape while I'm just watching you. What do you mean it's going ape? What's your computer doing? Yum. Yum. We've got quite a long journey. Carrot did find a thing where you could turn the speed up. But I haven't managed to get it to work. It just goes back down again. It's really sad. Whoopsie. And it worked at one point. Running at ultra graphics while I'm not doing it. Oh dear. It worked at some point for me. I did very briefly go extremely fast. But it just immediately brings it back. If it like, you know, every tick was putting it back to this. Wait, I could maybe freeze it. Can I do like... Is that faster? It feels a bit faster. Oh, hell yeah, we're off now. Okay, so you just have to freeze it. What does the train gearbox do then? Not quite sure. Oh, we're too fast for the enemies. Okay, I want even faster. This is not fast enough. Come on, guys. Let's go for it. More speed. I'm gonna spend more time changing the speed at this rate though, but like I don't want to hang around, you know. I've got bugs to test. If you go too fast, then yeah, you don't come across the you don't see the things in time. Well, if the train falls over when you go too fast, you finally strike. That would be funny. Oh, we've got a problem. Unfreeze. Oh Okay, we need to unfreeze this when we're not when we're not moving. Okay, so Alfonso should not be here. Yes, does not have item requirements. But if I go into a loading zone, train is stuck in go. Oh god, no brakes. And then I /send test snow cliff, I believe it is. Then I know it's cheating. Here he is. Here he is. That bit worked. And she has a chat to me. We don't really care what she has to say. Now, we probably have demon trains. But we can outspeed them. So I'm not too worried. We just gotta freeze it and then make it speedy quick. Oh good god. No. That was a lot of speed. Oh dearie me. Oh my god. Well, we successfully dodged all of the demon trains. That would have been quite the head-on collision. And we somehow didn't get moinked either. I think maybe we were too fast for the moinked. Right, okay. I mean, that was faster than a bullet train. Okay, right. Okay, I didn't actually want him to say this stuff, but I didn't. When I was testing, I did use my first save state, which had the, like, some of the initial flags, but I guess it might have had a couple of extra flags I didn't have. So, this is fine. We get a little clue to see Nico, but I can take that out potentially. Let me put in... Where do I put it? I'll put it in locations. Skip Alfonso. It's like his pre-canon, as it were. I'm not immature, you're immature. Okay, so if I go into here, then we should be able to do this. That's a shame. Unsetting bit for that. So it should allow it now because we've just delivered him. Oh. Wait, no, that's fine because we should have... Where's the adventure flag? This one. I tested this and he let me do this, but there must be another flag somewhere. So the 2.5 should be at 4.0. I can't see 2.5. That's fine. That's at E0. What's E again? That's quite a. That's like everything but except 8, I think. It's the one before F. So wait, so that's these 3 and not 1. E? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. But either way, there's 4 row being done. I'm assuming this might be the canon cut, him fixing canon cutscene, but then this. Either way, should allow me. Well, let's see if he actually will be like, oh, you can have my book. Yeah. Okay. We can see if it gives me the check anyway. Do. So it still gives you the check, which means it's probably fine. Yeah, we got a big red rupee, which we actually got, so that's good. And then coming into here, if we went back to Alfonso, back to Castletown now, then I'm gonna do that as well. Then Alfonso should not be at Castletown now, essentially, is the other thing. Allow stamp book check. So, well, okay, so this is slightly wrong. Why would it? Oh, because it taken away my stamp book. It takes away my stamp book. Okay, so it takes away my stamp book so that I can get the check, because he doesn't. I don't think he does it if you've got the stamp book. Oh, but you wouldn't have the stamp book because it removes the stamp book anyway. So you can just keep getting it. Well, maybe that's okay. I don't think it matters. But I do want to check now if I can leave. My train! Okay, this is a problem. Alfonso's yoinked my train. This didn't happen before when I was doing the adventure flag stuff, because I guess I had some different flags to start with. Train got yoinked. I know, right? Now, the other thing to check is if I give myself a stamp book. Thing is, I can't leave anyway. Bullet train with a one-of-a-kind supersonic train. He stole my amazing train! Allow stamp book check does not have requirements because I've done it anyway. So now when I leave, it should say you have the set if true. Yeah, give your stamp book back. I should have my stamp book. I have my stamp book. I'm gonna assume that. Well, no, then he probably will let me out now. He still won't let me out. I've got the stamp book. And I'm assuming that. Well, I'll have to test if I get the stamp book and have not done this location. Because in this case, it's supposed to get rid of my stamp book so that I can do the location. Yeah. And he just says that. If you use an unused bit for storing the stamp book. I think more the problem is Alfonso yoinking the train. Right, I've got dinner time though, so we're going to I'm going to raid someone. Where is the police station? You're so right. Okay, but it generates, which is good. And so at this point, it's just about getting the flags right, essentially. And I think some of the locations and things, just to check that they actually work. But, I mean, some of it is good. Some of it, most of it is not good. Oh my god, that's me. Oh lord. Ooh. Wait. That's not why it didn't work with the desktop audio, is it? No, okay. If it was that simple, I would have like actually kicked myself, but at the same time I would have been really happy that I just made it work. Stardew or Luigi? Which would you guys rather have? Stardew or Luigi? This is how much gold can you make in 24 hours? Luigi? Okay. Let's raid Mr. Fi-Fi. Fire Dragon. Oh, he's got a booty magnet. Goodness. Alright, go enjoy Fi-Fi stream then. He's a very lovely streamer, very wholesome, very lovely chat. Doing some blindfolded Luigi's Mansion, which is impressive. Thanks for watching today. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess, for hopefully actually working rando, but we'll see. I'll try and get this audio stuff fixed, but I might have to just reinstall OBS, which I think is probably the case. Alright then. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I love you all.